Hey guys, excuse the messy room. Oh, I just realized I got more room on my phone. Anyway, I got a new animal a while ago. Well, category of animal in this case. Because I got more than I bargained for or purchased. Gotta move this. For everyone that's seen my channel before I had deleted all my old videos to start fresh, I have a bearded dragon, gecko, and a bunch of snakes. And a mouse. I think that's it. Oh, and some fish. But I just recently got these guys. I've been letting them settle in. I have to use a stool to reach in from the top. But, hold on, try not to fall off this stool. But I ordered 10 of these guys and got 16 instead. But, this is just a temporary enclosure. I plan on getting two 40-gallon tanks and separating them. Right now their water's a little foggy from fish food, but some of them have legs and then some of them are still developing. I'm trying to find the biggest one. I think he's right there. That one right there. I don't want to touch him right now because I haven't washed my hands. But I'll show you guys a close view. See, he has legs. And the darker ones are the ones with more developed legs. And then there's actually a couple tiny ones in here. Like, that one's pretty small. But I put some rocks in here so the ones that are developing their legs can get up. That's not going to stay in there because these are pretty loose. But I just ordered like a ramp-like thing. I'll show you guys what it is. I just ordered it though. And once it comes in, I'll take the rocks out and put it in there. But those rocks aren't stable enough for full-grown rock frogs. By the time they have their... I think I'll get that ramp in before they have their front legs. But you need to put something in there for them. Now, let me exit out of my game. When they start using their back legs, that's when you need to put something in there for them. Surprisingly, I have it open. I didn't even know. I thought I exited out of this. But yeah. I'm going to get... See, I ordered one of these. It's a large one, so it should last for a while. So yeah, I got this. Of course it has 10 ratings. But most of these bad ratings for broken stuff is usually not the shipper's fault. It's usually the person delivering your package. But I'm not too worried about that because here in Oregon, FedEx doesn't do that kind of stupid stuff. There was only one time I've had FedEx do something stupid and selfish. Like, they were too lazy to put the box on the porch. Instead, they just put it on the street. Like, on the... where the car could crush it, basically. So... and then another time I had the mail newspaper guy freaking threw the newspaper. I didn't even see it until I was halfway down the road. There was a newspaper. I'm thinking about getting one of these too, but I don't know yet. See, this is the small one. Doesn't tell you how big the big one is, though. Wish I knew. There's no description on it. I guess that's the size? What is that? Okay, here we go. Where the hell? No questions have been asked. Nothing. Anyway. Even if it did come in, I could just send it back and get a new one. But I'm not too worried about it. Next month I plan on getting this for my... I'm tired of these cords and stuff. But, yeah, so back to the top of the frogs. I got them a basking wrap. I would use a log, but it seems kind of sharp. So I don't want, because their skin, it's, as tadpoles, their skin is very delicate, like paper, like freaking baking sheet paper delicate. Like you could pinch it and it would cut it. But I've had these before. I know what they eat, and since I live right in room to like their range, they don't need any special heating or anything where I live, because they're actually native to my spot. Like there's literally a pond like 5 minutes away drive that a bunch of these live at. But these were store-bought. I don't know if they could be released or not. But, yeah. Snake is over there. There's no possible way of naming all these because they're all the same. So. Elsie, knock it off! She's acting up because I won't pet her. Well, that's a really dark one. Next to a really light one. Yeah, I can't wait until they fully grow, because they're going to be really nice. But I'm actually thinking about using the second part of this. There's a top part to this, too, that goes all the way up. Maybe I could use the second part of this and put the frogs into it. So I was going to get 2 of these. 2 of these tanks. I might have to get 3, for all I know. But yeah, I could get like 3 of these, and then there's 16 in there, so 1 tank would have to have an extra. So I could put like 5 in each tank. But if I stop it, cat. If I set up this the other section of this up in my other room, I could put 3 of the cages on each shelf, and then have the frogs on it. No, I'm busy. You know what's stupid? Okay, I have to turn off the topic of the frogs for a second. This cat, there's times when I'm sitting here for like 3 hours not doing anything. Then I start doing something and she walks in looking for attention. She's always wanting attention when I'm doing something. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if she just wants me to stop doing everything for her. She's not even my cat, but she only wants attention when I'm doing something. Literally, there's not one chance she's asking me for attention when I'm not doing anything. And now she's throwing a fit. You're throwing a fit because you came up to me while I was busy. But yeah, she comes up to me only when I'm doing something. I'll be like not doing something for like an hour, and then I'll start doing something, and she'll come in looking for attention. Like that one moment I start doing something. Anyway, American bullfrogs get pretty big. They don't get as big as African bullfrogs because, well, everything in Africa is giant. So, but they get a decent size. The diet I plan on having them on is powdered roaches, crickets, hornworms, hairless mice. I'm going to call them hairless mice because, yeah, I'm never going to feed them live food. Not live mice anyway, because that's just cruel and wrong. I mean, people do it, but I can understand when people do it because their animal won't eat dead food. But if they'll very willingly eat dead food and you feed them live food just for the thrill, that's just disgusting. But I have frozen feeders and stuff, but that's not going to be their first meal. Their first meal when they get mouths is going to be a bunch of little baby roaches. And I'm going to feed them in the way I do with my snakes. I watched a video of a guy feeding his toads, and one of them, he was feeding them together in the same tank. And one of his toads grabbed the other toad's leg and tried to rip it off. So I'm like, well, I'm going to avoid that. But I always have 2 bins. Okay, I've got that one. Okay, that's the one I put the animals in when they're done eating. And then I use that cricket keeper to feed them in. So I'll like put the one frog in, feed it, put it in there, and then so on. But that's what I do with the snakes, because there's been like 3 or 4 instances where I've had to pull my snakes out of each other. Like, they've tried to swallow each other, and I'm just like, no, spit them out. Thankfully, none of them died doing that. Like, because sometimes if you're too late, the snake's stomach digestive acids can start digesting the head before you're... Anyway, I pull them out almost instant. Like, I practically catch them instantly because I always check on them afterwards. Crap. Damn it, I missed it. She had just shed my biggest snake. Anyway, this is at Rosie's shed. Dang it. She knotted it up in all this moss. I gotta clean her cage. Uh-oh, she ripped it. Wait a minute. Oh, this is a different shed. I forgot to pull out Coco's shed. Whose shed is this? Oh, that's the... I forgot to pull out all these sheds. I got 3 snake sheds in here. Okay. Looks like Rosie ripped hers, too. It's the only intact one. That's for my new snake. Did she... I got this log farm a while ago. Where did Rosie go? Maybe she's under the dish. Nope. I gotta be careful. They like to hide under the dish too, so as you can see. She's like, what are you doing? Okay, Rosie should be over here somewhere then. There she, okay, Rosie hasn't even shed yet. What the hell? Then... This must have been her shed. I don't remember her shedding. Rosie's in shed, as you can tell. Her eyes are foggy. Her color is gray. They call it in blue. Apparently, I gotta clean this cage out. I gotta get all the random moss, you know, little bits out of here. So next month, I'm gonna start working on. Okay, I bought this month. And then I was going to get a mushroom ledge to go right here. And then another kind of ledge to go right here. And then... What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Nah. It's all blurry. Focus on the head. Sometimes they'll try to sneak out. Okay, so I was thinking about putting a mushroom ledge here. Maybe a rock ledge here. And then... I could probably put like a hide in that corner. Like one of the wall hides. This right here is basically a hide. So they can hide under that. This dish isn't as big as I hoped it would be, but... Well, I'm trying to boop him. Nope, he didn't let me. Elsie! My mouse just grabbed my pants. Ted, what are you doing? I just felt something. I felt something tugging on my crotch. I'm like, what the frick? I'm trying to boop one for you guys. Usually they let me boop their snoots. Well, actually, they usually do it to themselves. I'm kind of shaking right now because I'm dehydrated. And sometimes they let me boot their snoots. Boop. He's like, what is that? Rosie's in shed, so she'd freak out once I booped her snooze. She sees my silhouette and just freaks out. But you shouldn't really mess with snakes in shed because they can't see you that well. So, see, she can't see me. She's going off a scent right now. She just sees this big foggy thing. See, she's just going off scent. Ted, stop pulling at my pants. She's yanking on my crotch. These guys are just funny little animals, man. They're so adorable. I'm just going to come out and look for food. Oh, I bought her some new food I forgot to get her. Yeah, I rescued Ted from a horrible person. I forgot the name of the freaking place, but it was somewhere... It was a reptile place that sold all kinds of exotic reptiles. I wouldn't recommend going to it because their mice were both, they had males and females kept together. My mom was kind of wondering if that's illegal or not. But this girl was in with a bunch of females and males. They were housed together in one tiny little 10-gallon tank. There was like a dozen of them more in there. In a 10-gallon tank with a water bottle, and their only enjoyment was freaking paper towel rolls. And their bedding was newspaper. And I bought two. One of them died on the way home because of how horrible its conditions were. It just couldn't handle it anymore. I gotta close this so the cat doesn't get it. I gotta cut this open. I got her this blend. I know it's for hamsters, but it's completely okay. I fed my mice this before. I always have at least one mouse. But where the heck did my scissors go? I had scissors somewhere. I'm gonna point you guys at the frogs. Or you can check out that snake that's sitting up there. I'm trying to find my scissors, but anyway, mice are pretty easy to care for, and if you ask me, they're better than hamsters. Because hamsters, they will, if you have any remnants on food on you at all, they'll chew your finger off. And with mice, mine, it depends on the mouse, but mine, she'll take a nip, but then she'll realize it's not food and stop, like, instantly. She won't bite really hard. She'll just kind of grab my finger with her teeth. And then she'll just kind of... then she'll realize, oh, that's not food. And son of a bitch, this is a resealable bag, and I accidentally cut the whole top off. That's nice. Oh, well, I never really seal it anyway. But now I have a blend and pellets. Elsie, stop it! You know what? I can't trust you. You're way too close to the mouse. I'll pet you in a minute. Ah! She grabbed my finger. Okay, now I'm going to put some food in her bowl. Yeah, this girl is pretty good with keeping herself slim. So I'm not too worried about giving her a full bowl. I'm trying out this bedding. It's like a clay bedding. Of course, I just dump her water on my carpet because my carpet's a piece of shit anyway. Where the hell did it go? Wait, I'm going to close this. Gotta find the bedding so I can show it to you guys. Where did I put it? You know, I need to clean my room. Oh, there it is. I found it. Elsie, I know you want attention. Okay, the video's starting to run long. I give them this Critter Litter... I'm trying this out. Critter Litter Premium Potty Training Litter. It's not... My mouse isn't dead yet. And it seems to be working. The reason why I'm doing it is because right now her water dish is actually a bowl. And she likes to bury it. So the clay has helped a lot. But she did find dusty parts and put it in the bowl. Which made some kind of like molding clay. It literally turned it into modeling clay. It's kind of funny, but... Anyway, it seems to be doing well. But I might go back to the other stuff anyway. And just get a bottle. The bottle these cages come with is really crappy. It leaks. It's just not good. Herman, I've been trying to... I know his cage is empty right now because he actually ate one of his fake plants. I mean, he took a chunk off of it and it scared the crap out of me. I gotta clean his cage. But he needs to get some... I need to give him his last dose of whatchamacallit medicine. I'm going to have to call the vet because it didn't do anything. I mean, it's keeping him alive and keeping the infection from getting worse, but I'm going to have to call him. I'm going to wait until we go shop. Well, I was going to go shopping on Tuesday. Yeah, we were going to go to Costco on Tuesday. I can call him after we get back. But I'm going to look for a Vetco somewhere because the place I took him to stressed him out more than it was worth. It was all the way up in Albany, which is like an hour drive. He did not like that. So, I'm still treating him. We got new bullfrogs. We'll be showing these more as they grow. The tank's a little muggy right now, but they're doing okay. And yeah, so... Oh, and also I have this little spider here. She still hasn't made a web. I mean, she's made them before, but she'll make a web when she's ready to eat, is basically what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I've got for today. Just getting you guys updated with everything. So yeah, stay tuned for more and see you guys next time. Bye.